So, every patient is different. The detox I may put you on may be different from another patient I'm putting it on. It's very individualized, right? Again, like I said, I'm looking at genetics. I'm a big data girl, so I'm looking at a lot of testing, right? So I look at a lot of lab testing and then put specific protocols based on that. So if I find out, Amita, that your hormones are off, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Maybe you're estrogen dominant. I'm going to want to do an estrogen detox on you, right? To kind of help balance your hormones from that perspective. If we're talking about someone else who is maybe constipated, has a lot of GI issues, has a lot of autoimmune issues, I'm going to put them on a different type of detox, right? But ultimately, the goal for all of you guys that are on the detox is we're triggering we're basically eliminating toxins from your body, and it's a very comprehensive approach. So I'm going to be changing up your diet. Your diet's going to be different from someone else's. I'm going to be including supplements. I may consider a shake or two to kind of help support your nutrition, because when we're eliminating certain things, we also need to replenish the body. I sometimes will use IV therapy to also help with detoxing too. So, it's a very specific, individualized approach, but it also depends on what we're trying to accomplish. I'm a big lab girl. I'm a big data girl. I like to track it. I like to see where you are today, where you're going to be 6 months. Because if I'm talking about decreasing your inflammatory markers, I want to trend that, and I want to show you, my patient, that we're heading in the right direction. Ayurvedic methods really do help a lot of people. The nuance, and I was just kind of explaining this the other day, is the nuance with Ayurveda is, it doesn't take into consideration, nutritional deficiencies. It doesn't take into consideration genetics. It doesn't take into consideration like blood types, and not just that, but it doesn't take into consideration if you've got food sensitivities or food allergies. So some of those things really work well for, I think, a generalized healthy person with no food allergies, no food sensitivities, no nutritional deficiencies, right? I think it may work really well for some people, but there are some people, for example, it may be too strenuous on their body, right? If we're talking, I'm just going to throw this out there. If we're talking about someone that has like cancer, precancerous, and we're having them do panchakarma, it may not be good for them at that time, right? Does that make sense? So it's very individualized. I think it has its place, and I think for some people it works extremely well.